Right, it's a very quick run through of the chord sequences I've been talking about in that post. The post, if you're watching this on YouTube, was on jamcast.co.uk and it's called Songwriting Chord Progressions Using Loops. If you look in the notes to this video, you'll find a link to it, and you ought to read it because otherwise the video won't make a lot of sense. Okay, so the two songs that I looked at were Coldplay's Viva La Vida and Such Great Heights by the Postal Service. Both of them, as I said in the post, using loops. First of all, let's have a look at Viva La Vida. The basic accompanying loop is very simple. It's in D flat. So let's just take that to bits. It's D flat major, they're missing the F out. Then that chord, which is in effect, and as we'll see when we put the melody in, it is E flat 7 with a suspended fourth. So you'd miss the third out, else it would clash. So D flat, E flat 7 with a sus4, A flat, F minor. Those chords change a little bit when you put the melody in. So that's the first note of the melody, and as you can hear, that makes the whole chord effectively D flat major 7. Oops, wrong one. Okay, that's adding the B flat, which makes that absolutely unquestionably E flat 7 with a sus4, and then it stays on the B flat, making that A flat chord effectively A flat 9, and then onto the A flat in the middle note of F minor. Like I say in the post, the interesting thing about it is that the song is actually, the tonic key is A flat, but it starts on the fourth, on the D flat major 7. It's quite a good way of building tension and interest in a song, but also quite a good way of getting lost, so be careful with it. So just to recap, D flat major 7, E flat 7 with a sus4, A flat 9, F minor. Okay, and that's repeated all the way through the song. There are a couple of bridges where that doesn't happen, but it's just a couple of quick repeated chords. And there's also a spot where the D flat major is at a 9. You get the idea. Okay, so relatively complex chords, but again only 4 of them and repeated through the song, with the melody and the chorus both built on top. Such Great Heights is really even simpler. Everything's built on that. Not with that saying, I'm just trying to give you a sense of rhythm in the left hand. One of the points I make in the post is that you could go to a C7, the second chord. I'm thinking it's a sign that the freckles in our eyes are mirror images, and when we kiss them, and so on. But it sounds a little bit trite, it doesn't really work. I'm thinking it's a sign. It feels like it wants to resolve back to the F. Much better to use A minor 7, which, as you can see, has got 3 of the notes of the chord of C in it anyway. Okay, it's a very similar chord, but doesn't feel like it wants to resolve. It will resolve, but it's not quite as, it's nowhere near as firm a resolution. So we go F major, A minor 7, D minor 7, C7, and it loops all the way through the song. Okay, so like I say in the post, the basic takeaway is you don't need to come up with a really complex chord sequence with lots of intricate changes and everything. Your chords themselves can be complex. You can include lots of really sort of cool things, but you don't need many of them. You can have a repeating sequence of 4 all the way through. You maybe don't want to do that in all your songs because they begin to sound a bit samey, but some brilliant songs have been written, and I give a couple of other examples in the post, Night Swimming and Sit Down, which are basically based on loops. The loop for Sit Down is very simple indeed. I sing myself to sleep a song from the darkest hour, la da 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 dun, da dun da da dun, da dun da dun da dun da dun, and that's all it does all the way through. 3 chords, and also probably the 3 easiest chords to play on the guitar, E, A and B7. Okay, so there we go. If any of that's still not clear, leave a comment on the Jamcast blog post and I'll get back to you.